Hello and welcome to the September TIC call. This is for Los Angeles and Columbus. We are recording this. I send it out as an email and I also send out the PowerPoint. So whatever your learning style is, hopefully you are covered here. If anybody in your team couldn't make it, you can forward them the email as well. For Los Angeles, we'll be at a place called the San Antonio Winery. Really cool, kind of fun, unique place. And then for Columbus, we will be at the Columbus Athenaeum. Can never say the name. Really old historic building in downtown Columbus. Really beautiful architecture inside. If you look up here, I mean, it's got these wood beams across the ceiling. It was just gorgeous. So really excited about that. For hotel accommodations, we went big. We went for the Millennium Biltmore, downtown Los Angeles. This venue is kind of right up nestled just east of Dodger Stadium. And so downtown can kind of be like the easiest place to find our hotels. So we went with the Biltmore. In Columbus, we're at the Residence Inn by Marriott in downtown Columbus. So check us out there. Just kind of a reminder, if you don't have battle cards already, be sure to get that info in as soon as possible. Riley will be doing another print run in early September. So if you need to get those done, let us know. When we print these, we print 1,000 of them. So for you to come back and say, hey, we have a little change here, we have a little change there, like we really can't accommodate. So obviously if you have, major changes, we're happy to try to accommodate those. But I know like somebody said, hey, I want to have this little tweak here, and then next time we're going to introduce a new product, and I want to have another one in another month, and we kind of have to hold off on that. So just keep that in mind. If you have some big new product that's coming out, let's use up what we have of yours, and then we'll add that in there. For the supplier speed networking, we're going to use the battle card for speed networking. So please, don't make it an elevator pitch. Really get in there and give them the case study and tell, how a partner like them sold your solution and made money. So this is right before lunch, so you should be able to follow up with them at lunch at the vendor tables for Columbus only. I'll get to that in a second. But just make it real for the partner. Try not to give your elevator pitch. And I also wouldn't spend a lot of time introducing them, get their name and their company, but don't ask a lot about their business because you have 5 minutes. We do 5 minutes and then we switch, 5 minutes and then we switch. So we really need to keep these speedy. And for some of these bigger ones, we actually may have 4 minutes. So you're going to have to be really speedy. So agenda, start at 8 a.m., arrive and set up, 8:30 registration opens, and 9 a.m. we're going to get going. Again, we have really full suppliers, really full days here, so we want to make sure that we try to get it going as soon as we can. So I don't think you'll see us being delayed a whole lot in these cities. For registration, please make sure that you register. We need your name tag and the lunch count. I don't think the registration links are open quite yet. Riley was working on getting a couple more panelists, so I will need to get the panelists from you guys. You can send that to me or you can send it to Stacy, but we really need to make sure we have that. For the panelists, we need to make sure we have their name, their title, and their photo. For parking, LA, there's ample complimentary parking. It's right outside the winery in a lot. For Columbus, we have a parking garage that we're using. It's available at the 4th and Elm Garage, which is a block north of the venue. We will be giving out vouchers upon checking in at registration, so be sure to get your voucher there. So for the vendor fair, we are not having a vendor fair in LA, and this is why. The winery isn't super huge, and so we have our bar stools here in the front. The barrels, I guess you kind of are flanked behind you with barrels. There's bar stools, and then there's these tables for the speed networking. There's a little bit of kind of free room over here, and then our beverage station and our lunch. Check-in is out here. We will be having a second check-in table, and you're welcome to bring any swag that you want to give away and put it on the second check-in table. You can also hand your swag and your battle cards out at the speed networking portion. But we're just not going to have a big table for you. If you want to bring a banner, you're welcome to bring a banner, and we'll just put those kind of around the room. But the winery does not have any way to ship things back. So this is kind of another perfect reason not to bring a bunch of stuff and then have to deal with it. So if you want to bring know, 30 units of swag, leave it, and then whatever isn't taken, you know, you can put back in your suitcase. But again, we're not going to be able to ship anything back from LA. So for Ohio, though, bring up your pull-up banner, your tablecloth, your flyers, your swag, everything. We've got plenty of room there. We'll be offering $1,000 in American Express gift cards to the partner who completes the certification and whose name we draw. We do a very fair, we put their names in if you're at Partner Summit or if you've been at another TIC. We put them into a computer program and hit go, and it spins around and chooses the winner. And we give them the $1,000. And then any other prizes that you guys bring, we keep spinning the wheel until there's no more prizes to give away. So love it when you guys bring the little JBL speakers or headphones or Amazon Echoes or whatever it is. So you know, the more the better. Bring those and just give them to Sean or myself, or no, yeah, Sean or myself at the event. Shipments. So again, suppliers are welcome to ship items ahead of time, but keep in mind we don't have vendor tables, so you know, just ship a small amount to LA. And again, the winery is unable to accommodate any return shipping, so you'll need to coordinate getting items returned without leaving anything there. In Columbus, here's the address. Just again, be sure to have your labels inside. Also, be sure that you have you know, some tape. We usually bring some tape too, but if you can bring some tape, that's great as well. The panel discussions, here are the questions. Again, like I say every time, a lot of times the questions come from our audience. One of the ones that I heard in San Francisco that I thought was a great question was, what % of your business is channel versus direct? Some of the people either knew the statistics or made them up on the fly, and other people didn't know. And so I would say, you know, that might be a question that comes up. You might want to know what % you do for that. And again, here's the Ask the Experts panel questions. We'll go ahead and send this out in the email if you want to give them over to your panelists, but I think any of you would be able to answer all the questions that we have. They don't usually get very technical. They're usually more high-level sales questions. And here's where I need your help. So for the Los Angeles panel, I need panelists. This is the panel that we've put you on. If there's an issue there, please ask us. I did try to reach out to some of you who kind of go both ways and say which one do you want to be on. So I think we probably have that right. But be sure that you let me know who that panelist is. The sooner you get me that panelist, the sooner I can make the flyer and the website. If we don't get your panelist information by Monday, we're going to make the website and the flyer and put a little black avatar there and then just say, you know, Vonage and not have a name with it. So be sure that you get us that so we can give you guys the flyer and everything up to date. So that's LA. Here is Columbus. I have a couple in there, but if you guys could give me the rest of those, that would be great. Love to see Stacy on the panel there. Love it when we get some women on the panel. If you guys saw my hashtags from San Francisco, hashtag no more manel. We want panel discussions. We'd like some women on there. So if you have some great well-spoken women, I'm speaking to Hillary and Crystal and those of you out there. Megan did a great job for 8x8. So we've got some great women. Be sure to put them on the panel. Attendance, we love your help with the attendance. If you have some partners, if you have some prospects, we'd love for you to introduce them to us. I know that this isn't the right flyer. Again, I'm waiting for you to get me the panelists so I can put their pictures in there. And then the number of attendees that you can bring depends on how many TICs that you bought. So if you're not sure about that, you can ask Paula. If you bought the platinum package, you can bring 5. If you bought, you know, on down, you can bring 2. So there's like 5, 3, and 2. So it depends on how many TICs you bought. For post-event list, I will send out the Excel list of all the people who registered, and then we check and check who actually attended. So you can have that for some post-event follow-up. For LA, since I live in Orange County, I'll be at the LA one. So if you have any questions or need anything, you can have people reach out to me. For Columbus, Sean will actually be at the Columbus event. That's the week before Channel Partners. And so Riley's going to Channel Partners, so Sean's taking this TIC. So if you have any questions at that event, you can reach out to him. And again, I'll send out an email with all of this information in it, so you'll have that. Be sure to forward this to anybody who wasn't on the call or we didn't know about, especially your panelists. Be sure to give them this information. Any of the Telarus folks have anything to add? Jay, Susan, Mike, Nikki, Melissa, anybody?
This is Susan. Nothing to add, but if you do have any questions, please do ping me.
Yeah, reach out to Susan. It's her local market. So, and a lot of times, the RVPs, I know for LA we're talking about doing a dinner at Engine Company 28. If you want to let me know if you're interested in participating at that dinner, we'll just have a bunch of suppliers and partners. We'll go in, and then those suppliers usually just split up the bill. No obligation there, but I know that we had some requests for that, so let us know if you're interested. And then also let us know if you're interested in any, let the RVP and the PDM know if you're interested in any events, beforehand or meetings or anything like that while they're in town. So, all right. Anything else? All right. Thanks, everybody. And for those of you who are coming to Chicago or Boston next week, if you can help bring any partners, we'd love to see that. And we're looking forward to seeing you there. Thanks,
Amy. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.